Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Well, I am getting ready for the day, and I thought I would share getting ready with you and use this new palette. Remember, I've got all these new palettes that we want to use, and today let's see, do I want to use the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics, which looks like this. Actually, I think it's hands down I'm going to, because of this color right here, and I'm wearing a lot of red, as you can see today. Yeah, red. Alright, and this coloring would be very, very pretty. And then tomorrow, when I'm getting ready, I will use these two palettes, because I've been dying to use these, because I did keep them. Remember, I took the Natural Love back, but I kept the Lorac, both the eye palette and the cheek palette. So we'll do that tomorrow. Well, there's a little bunny rabbit. Reese cup. How's everybody doing? Are you doing okay? I know I'm trying to make this as painless as possible, so I need to hurry up. But I don't like to rush time with you. I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, you comment below what I can pray for you about. Okay? There's one of you I need to call. Sorry about that. I will do that. Okay, so here's the palette. I am going to use a matte highlighter right here. These don't have color names on them, but that's okay. And then I'm probably going to use one of the more rusty neutrals in here, and then I'm going to use this really dark red in the outer corner. So let's get busy. And I'll just use, y'all, I'm sorry, I've got to at least put lipstick on. And this is my Chanel Lip Intense in Soft Rose. And I saw that Chanel had that back in, and I'm just going to like buy up on this color to show them they should never have even considered taking this out of the line. And it's on the website, Chanel.com. So if you want this color and you like this color, I've had so many people say that is the most universal color. It is. It can go peachy, it can go rose, it can go even red if I keep adding layers. Which is what I'm going to do, because I'm wearing red today. And as it darkens, it does tend to be a little more red. In the lighter colors, it tends to be a little more rose. And when I wear it with like rust colors or orange colors, it can even take on that hue. I think hue is my college word for the day. You know, the true test of a talker is someone who can talk and put their lipstick on. And I think I just passed. So at least now I've got my lips on. Every time I hold up that palette, I may have to use another mirror. Because every time I hold up that palette, because it's got a white flashback, it's messing with the lighting. So I'm going to use this little one. Okay. Because it's a dual-sided one, it may do the same thing. It just occurred to me I don't even have a base makeup on. And I didn't put on any moisturizer. I put on lipstick. Okay, so first I'm going to use my Perfection Lumiere Velvet, which is another thing I'm just going to buy up on. Always give it a good shake, and it's number 22 Beige Rose. And this has a beautiful matte finish. I'm using my IT Cosmetics 301 Buffing Foundation brush. Because yesterday, remember, I used this Chanel, and it just, because it's so little, I couldn't seem to get the coverage I wanted. This has got more of a surface area. That's just a little bit too light. So I just do one little circle of product like that. And I always start with the cheeks and go out. But I try to do a really good job of getting like this area, because for an older person, like see that big age spot right there? The back end is very noticeable, the back part of your face. Also, you have little hairs, and I just haven't decided if I want to shave my face. I know a lot of my friends have, but it's just like when you start shaving your mustache. Once you start that, you're never going to be able to stop. And it's not a great feeling to be so tied to doing that. Always make sure you get by your ear real good. And on the inside of your nose. Not up inside it, but on the inside of the bridge by your eyes. Make sure you get that. Do not go underneath your eyes. And I'll tell you why. Because base makeup's too thick for that area. It's just too thick. Alright, then always go, I got to elongate this skin right here and go down. Look how good this color matches. You almost can't see any difference. But still, always blend it downward. And by now, a lot of this is off the brush and you're just blending basics. For one thing, it's getting the rest of the makeup off your brush. And then I will lift my necklaces and go right underneath there, just a little bit. And sometimes if I'm wearing a lower neck shirt, I'll go ahead and go down. And I totally forgot to do my forehead, but that's all right. I don't put a lot of base on my forehead, just so you guys know. The less you can put on, the better for wrinkling. Because anything that you put on your skin, it does set. And I don't care what anybody says if you use powder, blah, 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 blah. It still sets the wrinkles. Alright, so got base done. Now I'm going to add this, this is a fun color. This is Butter Blush by, who's this by? Physicians Formula. And it's called Plum Rose is the color. Butter Blush. And this is Plum Rose. Let me open it. Well, it's cute packaging for one thing. It's very summer. Because, you know, obviously it's like a, let me hold that there. See how it's kind of plummy? So that works. You can even use it, and that's what I'm fixing to use it for, as a bronzer. So I'm going to use that back here. Just back here. And they've got cocoa butter in it. It smells like you're at the beach. Why am I looking over there to do this? That's funny. Okay, so I'm just staying above this line right here. Stay above that. And then I'm going to do the outer edges of my hairline and the temple area. And that just underling of my nose, the end right under here of my nose, because the end of my nose is large. And then the dusting of my chin and the jowls right there on either side. And then the dusting underneath where this little fat pocket is. And even if you're not overweight like I am, a lot of people, especially as you age, get that little drop down. A lot of people have a lift done because of it. I may do that if I ever will lose the weight. I can commit to losing the weight, then I will have that done. You have to save up for it because it is not covered by insurance usually. Okay, so that is just kind of my shadowing and contouring. And then I'm going to use my number 2 Rose Bronze Chanel blush. It's a real pretty, again, I'm going to say a plum rose bronze. And I am using the Chanel number 4 blush brush. And this is like, I always dust down the nose, and I know people say you should do white down the nose. I have not found putting the dark contouring on either side of the nose and the white stripe right down to be flattering. I have found it to absolutely make my nose look more pronounced. I know it doesn't make sense, but it does. And I'm going right under here, almost like you're doing a little beard. And see how that just, you're putting a shadow under there is what you're trying to do, but you don't want to overdo it. So just use a little bit at a time and just blend, blend, blend it, and that will help. And if you'll notice, I am staying on the upper part here till I get to the cheeks, and then I just do a nice little smile upper, because you did your bronzing color down here. And then just don't come all the way in though. You want this to remain white. But right here, and for me, because of my little dimples, I come down a little lower than some people. Just kind of give myself a little bit of a shadow there. Okay, so we've got the face done. Now we're going to use this wonderful palette, and again, I'm using the lightest color in the upper left hand part of the palette. This is a Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to do under the brow, and that is a good creamy white, as y'all can see. So I put it on, and then I go back and forth to blend it, and then I also kind of go back here so that later when we get the outer V color back here, it won't go any further. And I'm going to do the inside as well. Straight up and down right there, just straight up and down. What does that do? That gets this inner area right here. It gets the inner corner and the inner corner below. And I can just dust straight over. There we go. That's a little bit of foundation there. And then I'm also, there's a few little brush pieces from that Chanel brush. Okay, so now I'm going to do this side. Just go straight under, get it on there, and then make sure it's good and in the pores. So you'll have that nice color, and then go this outer area. Also, because doing the white back here kind of brings a facelift. Anything white like that does like a lifting effect, okay? I've got to do the inner corner. So right in there, straight up and down. So it gets the top lid, bottom lid, and then I just go that way to get across the lid. And again, we're going to do this inner area. Some people dust all the way over. You can, but you're fixing to just do that with another color. So when people say, well, I'm laying down the base, it's like, well, the next color is never, okay, whatever. All right. So I am going to use, what is the color I'm going to use for the transition? I'm thinking I am going to use, I don't like that there isn't a matte option for a neutral. There is a brownish rose color here, but